Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these really cute Nightmare Before Christmas inspired ornaments using ceramic tiles and buttons. Alright y'all, let us get started. I have paint all over my hands, okay? I've got a whole handful of crafts going over here. But anyway, what do I have here? Some of these tiles. Now, some of these are busted. And I got a good deal on these. But anyway, I got these at Lowe's. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take it and we're going to peel it off the backing here. And then we're going to set these off to the side carefully, like so. If you want to see another video, before we even get into this one, if you want to see another video that shows you how to use these tiles in a very different manner, let's zoom in, a very different manner to make a different type of ornament, please look down in the comments and in the description box. I'm going to have a link for you that goes over to my friend V. Her name is Veronica. I call her V. Let's scuff this a little bit. But she has a video showing you another way to use these tiles to make a really pretty Christmas ornament. We're kind of working together to do sort of like a Christmas in July type deal. Hers has angels. Mine's going to have Nightmare Before Christmas. So if you want, please head on over there. As you can see, I'm just scuffing this up. I use like one of these nail files, or you can use a sanding block that has stuff stuck all over it. You can use that as well. Basically, what you're just trying to do is scuff it up just enough so that our paint is going to adhere, and we don't have to worry about it peeling right back off as soon as we paint it. I'm just going to wipe that off. And now I'm just using this bright blue acrylic paint. You use whatever color you like. Excuse me. I just wanted to use something that had a bit of a contrast to it, because the buttons that we're going to be putting on here are sort of dark colored, and I wanted to be able to actually see them once we get them put on. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paint here. Boop. And you don't have to paint the entire thing, just the part that's going to be used for the sky, because I have some of this spackling over here that we're going to be putting on the bottom. So you don't have to worry about it being 100% covered if you don't want to. So I'm just going to paint this on. I'm going to have to let it dry and then paint on another coat, because as you can see, it kind of smears a little bit. So we're just going to paint it, let it dry, and then come back and put on another coat and let that dry. Now for these buttons, let's go ahead and shake them out. Of course, they're buttons. They have a shank on the back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these wire cutters and I'm just going to cut that off so that when we glue it down, it'll be glued down flat. Now be careful, because these buttons, at least Jack is, it's like a two-part button. Well, Sally is too. And you can see here on her hair how that's two parts. You don't want to clip this off and then have part of the button go flying across the room, okay? Because these will come apart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this lightweight spackle to make our snow. And after the paint had dried, I did give it a couple sprays of a clear spray paint. Now, if you have Mod Podge or something like that that you want to coat it with, that's absolutely fine. I only did that to sort of protect the paint so that it won't chip. Because if you can see right here, this part right here, it did chip a little bit. That's why I went ahead and I put the coating on. But now with this Fast and Final lightweight spackling, this is the lightweight kind, not the regular weight. Okay, you want the lightweight. And you will see on the container it says 30-minute paint ready. You can get this at Walmart, pretty much any hardware store, even Dollar Tree. Every now and again, will carry small containers of it. And this is what we're going to use for our snow. Okay, so I have my spackle in this piping bag. It's all over me. This is just a piping bag from Wilton, and then I fitted it with this fairly small looking tip here. It came in this set. You use whatever size tip you like. Like I said, you can get this at Walmart, pretty much any craft store. Make sure that when you put the spackle in your bag, you really whip it up a little bit with a fork or a spoon first. That's going to help you out. So many people tell me they can't get the spackle out of the tip. Please make sure you're cutting the tip off the bag before you put the fitting in. I have a lot of people that don't do that. Also, if you whip it up a little bit first, it makes it easier to flow. So now that we have that, let's set that off to the side. And now, let's see. I want to put Jack on the blue one. So let's decide where we want him. Oh, there's a hair. And then we're also going to have some of these little snowflake buttons that we're going to glue on here in a minute as well. So let's go ahead. I'm just using my trusty hot glue gun here. And we're going to glue Jack down to our ornament. Let's make sure it's about where we want it. trying to get his head kind of sort of lined up with the top here. That'll work. And now I'm just going to glue down 0 and the snowflakes. Okay, so I have this glued on, and I think what I want to do also before we actually start piping on our spackle here is I'm just going to go ahead and put a blob of hot glue here, and then I have this length of ribbon, and we're going to glue that down to the back to use as a hanger. Now that that is on, if you want to, you can take some cardstock and you can cover the back of this. Lay your tile down, trace it out, and then glue the cardstock on the back. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that because this is just going to be hanging in my home and it doesn't really matter. If you're in my house flipping over my ornaments looking at the back, then I'm going to have to smack you and ask you to leave. But I think that's okay enough to lay it down. Now all that we're going to do is we're just going to take our snow here and we're just going to pipe it on. And then I might do a little bit up here. I don't know yet. We'll see what it looks like. Just gently squeeze and then just pipe it on. Now be careful because this can slide around on your tile. Y'all have seen me do stuff like this before. Once you get it all piped on, you can just smooth it out with your finger. But if you leave it alone, okay, if you leave it alone and let it really thoroughly set up, then it will adhere to your tile, okay? While it's wet, it can move around a little bit, and you're like, oh, it's not sticking. Just give it a minute. It'll stick, okay? All right, so as you can see, I put more around here. I like that better. If you don't like it, then don't do it. Now it looks like a cookie, like a Christmas cookie, and I like that. But anyway, these are some Halloween little clay sprinkles here, all different things. Here's some spider webs, little ghost jack-o'-lanterns, and I thought that I would put, I need to put this on a paper towel or something so make cleanup easier. And I thought that maybe I would just place a few of these little things, that'll take me a second, just a few of these little things maybe in the snow here just to bring out the Halloween aspect of it. So I'm just going to dig through. I'm really liking these right here. Let's take a look at these. Oh, for heaven's sake. These like tiny little jack-o'-lantern looking things. And I think I want to stick some of those down in the snow. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to dig these out and kind of stick them around just to make them look a little more Halloween-y. Okay, I'm liking this much better. So if you don't want to use little sprinkles, don't use them. But I will have a link down below for you. A hair. And a pinned comment and in the description box of where you can get those little clay sprinkles. And now I have some white paint here and this little thin brush. Now I'm just going to go in and paint just some tiny little dots here and there just to fill some of this in to make it look, you know, like it's snowing. And then I'm thinking I'll probably put a bow right here on top. So let me work on this. All right, friends, so I have zoomed in a little bit. There they are. They are done. Again, if you don't want to use the little Halloween looking sprinkles, then don't use them. Leave those off. But again, check down in the comments and in the description box. I will have a link for you to my friend V's video using these same tiles and also where you can get the little sprinkles. They're really cool on fake bakes, ornaments like this, pretty much anywhere you want to use them. But if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will see y'all next time.